Let's do business now, and stakeholders in the cashew industry in the Tyne district of the Bonohafo region are calling on government to support them with subsidies to enable them produce more for the local processing companies. In an interview with TV3, some farmers said their inability to feed local companies with raw materials have resulted in the closure of about 12 cashew processing companies.
Ghana currently produces 50,000 metric tons of cashew nut, which is inadequate to feed major cashew processing factories in the country all year round. The so-called cashew processing factory undertakes cashew processing and packaging on a small scale. Lai Yamufio is the manager of the factory that has engaged 15 employees. He suggested the steps government ought to take to assist farmers.
Every area of the country, growing of cashew is possible. So if the government will turn a high to it, then the farmers are assured of some returns from going into cashew production.
Due to lack of enough cashew production, most of the 13 well-established cashew nut processing factories in the country have shut down. One of them is the Muscan cashew processing factory at Nsoko. The factory folded up 4 years ago, and its impressive infrastructure is left to waste to the detriment of the economy. Chairman of the Nsoko Cashew Farmers Association, Ofuria Manfo, raised some concerns about the cashew ban.
There are about 13 processing factories in Ghana not working due to raw materials. We are praying that all those factories will be started working. But it's not a matter of starting change at once. We want it to start step by step. So information came at a time when the thing needs to be changed at once. That's what we don't want.
Prices paid to cashew farmers for their produce is not stable, and it is a bone of contention between the farmers and buyers.
Still on farming and agriculture, vegetable farmers in the Boku municipality and the gov't district in the Upper East region continue to hustle with their produce. The farmers are compelled to sell some at giveaway prices while more get rotten on their farms. Here's a report by Eva Atiboka.
Vegetables in abundance on farmlands and in markets. Farmers say they are compelled to sell at prices lower than cost of production, even that people are not buying.
Sometimes it gets to rot. And so due to that, when it is matured and you've not approved them or you've not bring them in your house, they will rot. And even now, when you are even in search of the buy to, even for them to come and buy, you are not getting. And they are saying that the price of when you send it to when you send it to where they are buying, they are not buying it.
A bag of onions previously sold at 900 cedis between October and November had suddenly dropped to 60 cedis. A basin is 20 cedis and 3 basins make a bag.
You take the money and wish that you shouldn't have given your onion, such onion, to somebody for 20 Ghana, because in the first place, that amount of money you've taken cannot even take care of the cost you have invested, or the cost you use in cultivating that onion.
The price of a basin of tomatoes also dropped from between 50 cedis to between 10 and 25 cedis. Over 100 fingers of fresh carrots go for 3 cedis during daytime on market days, but sold between 2 and 2 cedis 50 pesos late evenings. With 50 pesos, consumers go home with a big ball of cabbage. On farmland, 3 big balls of cabbage go for 1 cedi. Those who send them directly to centers say they end up selling few and dashing out the rest in the evening. Even with middle traders, vegetables are still cheaper. While the situation is not favoring farmers, food vendors and patrons are happy, making cost of living cheaper here in gov't and Boku. With 1 cedi, one can have good food to eat, with pure water also sold at 10 pesos. The Boku Municipal Chief Executive Asa Kubukari and the gov't District Chief Executive say they have been working together to find markets for the farmers as well as providing storage facilities to help.
Alright, so today is Monday, but I would want to find out in retrospect how last week performed, how the stocks closed, and then also make projections into this week. And trading on the Ghana Stock Exchange for the week ended with its key benchmarks index inching down by 16.59 basis points to close at a year-to-date loss of 3.51%. Total capitalization of listed companies stood at 54.8 billion Ghana cedis.
Total traded shares went down by 27.47% following the exchange of 734,783 shares, which was valued at 1,200,487 cedis, a decrease of 7.78% compared to last week. Guinness Ghana Breweries Limited recorded the highest traded shares in the week after contributing 444,577 of total traded shares, representing 60%.
For GGB, we have they have announced that they are likely to undertake a rights offering this year. We as analysts have expected that, because if you look at the performance of GGBL, one of the reasons why they are not performing well is their interest payment element. I mean, they pay so much in interest to the banks, and at the end of the day, they get to make a loss because of that. We expected them to do this rights issue so that they can at least get money from shareholders to offset their loans. And once they're able to do that, they will return the company to profit.
Gainers for the week were Holtz, appreciating 11.11% in value, Unilever 2.35%, and Carbank 1%. Losers for the week were Ecobank Transnational Incorporated, losing minus 18.18% of its value, Guinness Ghana Breweries Limited minus 1.53%, Goyle minus 0.68%, Enterprise Group Limited minus 0.41%, and Standard Chartered Bank minus 0.37%.
So that'll be it for business this morning. My name is Martin Esiedudate. Have a lovely business week. Bye for now.